Hey, what's up, everybody? Paramount Cyclops here, and this is a good story to end the year 2016 on. I mean, just when you start to lose faith in humanity, along comes a story that restores a little bit of it. You gain just a little bit of that faith back. And this is definitely a fitting story to end the new year on, especially after one heck of a year. With all the craziness and the crap that we've heard on the news this year, you start to become a little bit cynical. So this story comes out of Sacramento, California. And there's an Uber driver by the name of Keith Avila who was a hero to a 16-year-old girl who was the victim of sex trafficking. Just the other day, Mr. Avila, he was driving along and picking up his fares, and one of his fares just happened to be two women and a 16-year-old girl. Now, he was taking them to a hotel not that far, just south, I believe, of Sacramento, California. And along the way, he overheard the two older ladies telling the 16-year-old girl to first check the room for guns, and second, don't touch them until you have the money. Now, that kind of sparked his interest and concern a little bit, and he put two and two together, and he dropped them off at the hotel, and he immediately called the police. And, of course, this being the current year, he live streamed it on Facebook. Yeah, yeah, he live streamed it on Facebook. Yeah, I guess that's what the average sane individual does in this day and age. You stream the crime on Facebook. Get those likes. You get those likes, Avila. You earned them. Now, cops showed up and they busted three women. And mind you, these were women, not the stereotypical image you have when you think of sex trafficking. You kind of have this image of the knuckle dragging man that slaps his woman around, but no, this was a group of women that were running this sex trafficking. I wonder if they had other victims. The story doesn't say just yet. It is only a couple days old, so it is still developing. The two women, they were charged with pimping and pandering. Pimping and pandering. Sounds to me kind of like there should be some harsher charge. I mean, pimping and pandering doesn't sound that bad. I mean, I know that it's just the words, but couldn't we come up with something that sounds a little more evil? Pimping and pandering. Both the women have a $500,000 bail as they await their trial. One of the females that was present with the 16-year-old girl was released with no charges. They did not release any information on that. The girl is safe now. Her name, of course, because she is a minor, is not being released. But, yeah, she's safe because of an Uber driver who was paying attention. And not only that, he was paying attention and he actually gave a damn. I mean, just the other day, I saw a hit-and-run accident. There was a motorcycle that was in the far right lane of an off-ramp of the freeway. I was in the far left lane of the off-ramp, and there was a green car right in front of me. And this green car cut all the way from the far left lane across the middle lane into the far right lane, and just totally pegged this motorcycle driver. I mean, just smashed right into him. And then they jetted out and they got into the left-hand lane. And I was like, oh no, these guys are trying to get away. And I tried to get up there to get their plate and all that, but I couldn't get there. But the point of the story is nobody did anything. They just watched. And that was it. Nobody wanted to get involved. Nobody wanted to try to help out the motorcycle driver. Nobody wanted to try to stop the people from fleeing the scene. So, you know, I called the cops. I tried to give them as best a description as I could. And went about my day because I couldn't catch them. I was in a big old van, so, you know, I'm not maneuverable nor fast enough to catch a agile car. So Keith Avila, he's a hero to that 16-year-old girl. That 16-year-old girl did end up put in foster care. Now, it's better than the situation she was in. It's a start, so at least now she has a chance of a future. And I know we hear all these horror stories of foster care. I was in foster care. Um, I was too young really to remember it. I was fully adopted by the age of 2. Uh, so my experience is very, very limited. I remember very, very little tiny snippets here and there, and that's it. Um, but she has a start. It's better than being forced into underage child sex trafficking. I mean, that's just. I have nothing against sex workers. I mean, it's the oldest profession in the world. If it's an adult and that's her choice and she's making that choice, I thought we were a society that believed in equality and a woman has a choice to do with her body as she wishes. And if a woman chooses to make money using her body, well, then I thought that would be her choice, wouldn't it? I mean, to each their own as long as you're not hurting everybody, right? Well, let me know what you guys think. You think Avila is a hero? Would you have done the same thing? Or would you have turned a blind eye? Would you have called the cops? Would you have live streamed it on Facebook? I don't know. I kind of think that I would live stream it on Facebook just because it would be a really interesting story. Developing live right there, something that not a lot of people have experience with. We watch crime shows on TV, but it's that train wreck syndrome. We see train wreck on the side of the road, you can't help but look. Alright, you guys have a wonderful new year, and if you guys have a story you want me to cover, let me know. Give this video a like, a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will see you next year.